Bunny! Trampled. Just trampled on the spot. Run up the wall, run up the wall. Huh. Jumping didn't work. Alright. Skyrim that shit. Alright, there we go. Or more, and for me actually, Oblivion's the more accurate reference. I remember horsing up walls. Pachoo! And right into a tree. Okay, yeah, I guess I should just... I thought it'd be too dangerous to use my horse in the woods, but boy was I wrong. Horse has no issue with the woods. Because he doesn't take damage from hitting walls, and he's way faster than I am. Or maybe he does? Was he taking damage? Health 100. Is that his health meter on the target screen? Oh, it's up there. Oh, wait, is that his stamina meter? Oh, I was looking at the wrong spot. I think I was looking at my stamina meter. Oh, here it is. I'm like, well, the house looks all burned down. What happened? Hey, buddy.
You can return home. It was hard work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing, except if you're ever traveling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
What? That was just vague enough to be unnerving, but okay. Do you have a... I'm gonna use this bed real quick. Don't mind me. He probably won't notice, right? Just gonna skip until morning. Just laid down next to him and went to sleep. He's probably grateful enough to not care, right? Because, you know, I saved his life and also gave championed him passage home. He might, I kind of thought he would just stand up and run off into the woods to go home, which I would not recommend doing in the middle of the night, but AI in video games is often partial to that. I'm still salty I couldn't get that guy's shoes because I had all these extra shoes from all the people I'd murdered, and it didn't work out. Can't talk to him anymore. I guess that'll resolve itself. I don't know if you explicitly get experience for finishing quests in this game or not, but I did gain a level at this point. Ooh, we have options here. Exciting. First aid 2. Bandages are 25% more effective. Right, that's what I could probably use to heal me, huh? You can also apply your healing skill in dialogues. Strip of linen used to stop bleeding. Oh, it's not necessarily... It doesn't say it'll heal your health meter, it just says it'll stop bleeding. Was the dialogue options... it's not available here. Enables you to use bandages, that's it. Oh, that's interesting. I might go with that. I'll look at everything else first, but that's a dialogue option where you can use bandages on people. Could be super useful. Savage. In the wilds, you have +1 bonus to strength, agility, vitality, and speech. You can't combine it with burger. +1 to all those stats when you're in towns and villages. So in either or, you get +1 to all your core stats. Not bad. Basically, do you want to be better at... Yeah, do you want to be a wildman or a townsfolk person? It's not a make or break thing. It's just a little bonus. So it's not, I shouldn't split hairs too hard, but should probably get one of them. Renegade brand. Penalties to stats following release from jail are 20% lower. Just try to not go to jail again. That's the bed inversion. Fast travel is better. I thought side distance of fast travel would be how far you're allowed to fast travel. Like, I thought you had to be within line of sight. Or, you know, I thought you had to be within that circle of a fast travel position to teleport to it. But I guess the site of your fast travel must determine whether or not you'll see... it determines whether or not you're going to see special events while you're wandering around, I guess. Which is interesting. Night Rider, I'm not really planning on that. I'm going to go first aid. Seems like a no-brainer. Could be super useful to have dialogue-based options. I'm into that. I'm below equip load. There you are. Alright, Pebbles, let's get out of here. I'm totally game for you being named Pebbles. And so we ride north through the woods like a lunatic. Full gallop. Oh yeah, the horse meter is the horse meter. I thought that the stamina meter should work the same when you're on a horse. I forgot. I do have a stamina meter that's doing things while I'm running on the horse, but I guess that must just have to do with when I get like dehorsed. Like if that runs out, maybe I fall off the horse, and it can be depleted by being hit by enemies. Because I think the reason why the meter was so big was because I got hit by an enemy. I think this is not a safe way to handle these woods. Oh well. Whee! I just ran over a house, kind of. Take this draw distance. We are booking it. Someone live here? Oh hey, it's the actual path. That's what it is. I was mostly just giving the horse a rest for a moment. There we go. Back in the open. Oh my goodness. This horse is a badass. There we go. I got you a trail just for you. Congrats. Let's get on the actual road, perhaps. Ow. You alright? He's probably fine. There we go. Congratulations. Let's give you a rest. Sun's coming up. Oh, that's probably the town. It looks absolutely huge. Would you look at that search radius? It's fine, I'll just find somebody with a limp. Just ask around. Although, honestly, my primary goal is to make some money by selling off my crap. Find out where the limping bandit lives. A big village. Oh, what's going on here? A gathering? I don't look like a murderer, do I? No, I look like a member of Ratai's force. The tabard thing helps. But that was easy.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Well, that dried up pretty quickly.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Oh, so you were just lying when you said that you don't have any naughty people around here. Because you're like, oh, by the way, he's well known for being exactly the type of person you were asking for.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
Another thing about Lubosh.
That's all we get. Alright, well, I got to meet up with the bailiff right away. Found Lubosh. She's super dead. Can I just go in there? Crime scene investigation. Everyone stay clear. Alright, what's left of you? Not great.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Maybe no one heard anything because he was already dead? That's a good start. If he was quiet, my first guess would be that he died, and then like they killed him first, then they made like an example of him on purpose afterwards, well after the part where he was dead, and that's why no one heard him. That's my first guess. The head is separately visible.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning, but who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
That's not a language I speak. ZRADCE, and like a line over the A. I wonder if it means like craven or anything like that. If I was him, I'd write it down, or at least try to copy it onto something, anything really. Take it to somebody who can read. It might mean something to them. I imagine he was being made an example of or something, or punished for something. Goddamn necessity of lockpicking.
Nothing here.
The option about some food. Lots of food, as it were. Alcohol. You can't inspect the blood torso. Can I look at the hands? No. Maybe he'll arrive somewhere else and like he'll be able to express what he found, but probably not, because how would he be able to, if he doesn't know how to read, he doesn't know how to recreate the symbols probably from memory.
A bed.
Unless he has photographic memory. Or maybe that's the idea. I need to come here, learn how to read, and then I can read what it says over him. Because I do have the option to learn how to read here. Maybe that's something I should look into right now. Ooh. Brightly lit room. Don't tell anyone I did this. But I'm pretty sure my nourishment was running low, because I didn't have any food for the first time. Well, that's a weird effect. That's been happening in cutscenes a little bit too, that weird line. Huh. Oh, you can see it going up into the air up there. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Seems to it has something to do with the structure itself then, doesn't it? The weird line. Curious. It's fine. I'm just happy the game's mostly running all right. All right. Oh, let's close that. Creepy little candle too. All right. No one is around the house to question. The 2 goals right now, 3 goals potentially. Find out anything I can about him. Maybe learn how to read at the learn to read location, but also try to sell off my various riches that I found. I might not sell off the ring. I think I can sell off the goblet if I find someone who wants it, but I might not sell off the nice ring I found because it actually gives you more charisma than Bianca's ring does, so I might want to keep that on me if it affects my dialogue. So yes, I'm currently wearing that ring I got on a corpse or whatever. Glad to see the game opening up, and I feel like I'm actually playing it now. Basically, the moment I finish the prince's quest, I feel like... What are you freaking out about? Like, during the princess quest, it felt like I was still kind of on rails a bit even then, but after that, things kind of progressed. I haven't washed myself in a while. How do you do?
Jesus Christ be praised.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with, relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all. Thank you.
I do like how a random villager with no name, you know, by the standards of the game at least, not he obviously has a name, can be useful for an investigation like that. Like he can verify that he saw somebody coming into town and actually progress the quest. But it's more impressive if they don't all have the same dialogue, which I'm kind of concerned some of them might all have the same dialogue where some of that's concerned. Is he reacting to me like he doesn't want me to be here? Does he not like that I walked around here?
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? I don't know what his deal is. I'm gonna leave. Maybe he is the one specific character that's supposed to have the helpful dialogue because he seems really fixated on following me around. Or maybe he's just really bothered that I'm in this Is he bothered that I'm inside the... What? Okay, maybe I'm in a naughty place. Maybe that's what he's doing. He's just reacting to me being within his box. Hey, vibrating woman, would you like to talk to me? Are you alright? Here,
Hey.
I'm trying to fix you.
Hey! Who's there?
What?
Hey!
What, am I invisible or something? What are you reacting to?
Hey!
There you go. I fixed her. She's all better now. I'm not supposed to go in there.
Clear off before I have you thrown out.
What the calm the fuck down, dude.
What are you doing here?
What is your deal? We just had a conversation a moment ago. You know why I'm here. I'm investigating a murder. Was that not clear?
What was that noise?
I am plank hand. I put my hand through planks. His hand is just straight through that thing.
Can I do anything to help?
That's not how hands work, dude. Do you guys have like merchants around here? So there's a lot of
What's the matter with you?
busy workers. People working with wood, cattle and stuff. Let's go up the hill where the big buildings are. Oh, fast travel point. Random villager. More people's houses. Nice looking landscape. Oh, hey. That, those houses over there might be relevant. Hard to tell from here what businesses there might be or what, but I assume a place of this size must have merchants and not just be a series of farmhouses. Some kind of town center or... Ooh, a sign. That's a good sign. I think that's the... Is that the sign? Yeah, that's the sign for inns. That's lodgings. You either guy that runs this place, the innkeeper.
God be with you.
I take it this is the innkeeper music, judging by how we heard it before. So this guy will let me... Okay. This guy will trade with me. I have a slightly okay reputation. He has a wealth of 150, so I could probably get something to him. I can only sell the marigold decoction. Makes some sense, because he seems to only really sell food items. That savior schnapps is like 100. It's about as expensive as my entire damn character. Well, I don't need anything from him. Ah! he materializes behind you. I guess I didn't need to make him materialize by me, I just needed to go over here. Wait, the ring was already on me, wasn't it? I could try the golden goblet, boar hide. Let's see if I can sell those.
Hey, watch it. I'll remember you.
I'll remember you. You can't get by me, young sir.
He only wants to buy the marigold concoction. I'm pretty sure I want the thing that will heal me to stay in my inventory, so let's not do that.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either. And there's more. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing.
Alright, let's jam that crap back in my other inventory then, because it makes me too heavy. It was... Oh my god, it's all gonna... let's go to other... Goblet, there we go. Boarhide. Yeah! Dedicated menu option. Alright, so far no confirmation one way or another about whether or not I can access my horse's inventory from merchants. I'm really hoping that I can. But I need to find somebody to actually buy those types of items. What's that? Oh, you buy and sell herbs and stuff, it seems?
Good day to you.
Nah. I don't know. That's fine. Oh, hello. Sorry. The bank, I assume? I could learn how it works, I suppose.
My respects to you.
Oh, these are trade houses. Oh, look, I have access to all sorts of things. Ah, you know what I don't have access to? I don't have access to my horse's inventory. Isn't that disappointing? Alright, it's fine. I'll just manually grab it real quick. Yeah, let's grab the boar hide, a small goblet. Maybe weapons? I don't know if I saw him selling weapons necessarily. Give some of those a shot. Let's talk trade. Oh, sell. How would you like a dagger? 4.4. 50.9 for the goblet. 20.2 for the boar hide. The saber. Trying to get him as close to his maximum amount of money as possible, basically. Let's see, arrows, shields. Was that all that I brought with me, or was there something else? Stuff's not jumping out to me right now. I think that might have been it. That's a start. Okay. There's something I want to buy from him. He sells an axe of perfect quality. His axe is his only weapon. A tarred jacket and a brown jacket. Various food items, that's mostly it. Tailor's, cobbler's, and blacksmith's kit. Spade. Some food items, bandages. Let's just go for money for now. Let's haggle.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure.
I gotta practice haggling if I want to get my stats up for it, right? So he's offering 84. And I obviously want... No, not that way. I want to go down, surprisingly. Because I want a better price.
Agree?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
Almost, you say? Ooh.
Aye, that would do it.
There we go. I don't remember what the price was, though. I got 90 for it. Was the original price like 84 or something? So I got like... I think I got like 6 or something. I'll take it. I will take it. Still getting used to having money at all. And I have 345.8. Cool. Why am I leaving? I can just teleport the horse items to me. The bow could still be useful if I get the stats for it, but the sword... maybe not so much. Let's see. Let's go for items that are a little more relevant to what I want to sell to him, though. So, like some of these... armor pieces, mail collar, working boots. That's probably already too much. He doesn't have that much money. I think that was everything I added. No, there was a weapon, right? I'm so bad at remembering the exact list that I just added over to my inventory. All right, well, that'll be worth 33. He has 90 more wealth still. Let's haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure. Why not?
Haggling is bad for my reputation with the individual character. But I think it'll affect my experience.
You're a right pinch purse.
He didn't like that? Oh, he didn't like that a lot. All right, I'm gonna just raise it by a half from what he went to.
Aye. For that amount, I can be persuaded.
There we go. 381.8. Yeah, it'll be pretty easy to pay off the wench's father. Son just still slightly weirds me out that that's how she's described. Yeah, that was everything I had in my inventory because I'm back to being just at the limit I need to be able to walk around and run. He wanted so much less than I have now. Good to know. Okay, her head was right up his ass. Concern. Yep. So now we know that when you see that merchant icon, I thought it'd be like a bank or something, but looks like the inside tends to be just some merchant. So now I know we're gonna find like a generic merchant as opposed to an arms dealer. That's not the right word. Weaponsmith. Oh, there's the scribe's door, I think. May I speak with you, sir? I'm allowed in here, right? Howdy.
God be with you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
He's a scribe, and I can't ask him to, like, you know, go read the word for me.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
Dare I just jump in and risk... I don't know how much time they're expecting me to take in the first place.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
50. Do it.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start.
Let's see if any quests fail or something.
He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit.
You've reached a new level in reading.
Here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Okie dokie. Sit. And read. Being able to read was a very rare skill in the Middle Ages, and a common blacksmith's son certainly wouldn't have been literate. You can open a book and try to make sense of the glyphs, but in the end you will have to find someone who can teach you at least the basics of reading. Who knows, perhaps reading will turn out to be a valuable source of information and knowledge? I would hope so. Okay. So what we're learning here is they're going for the owl bed approach to writing, aren't they? There's like letter replacement going on to show that we can't understand the language, much like in Final Fantasy X. Like they would replace the letters with other letters. One day, a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there an egg, all yellow and glittering. When he took it up, it was as heavy as lead, and he was going to throw it away because he thought a trick had been played upon him. But he took it home on second thought, and soon found to his delight that it was an egg of pure gold. Every morning the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. As he grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking to get at Noke, Nero, all the gold the goose eggs could give, he killed it and opened it only to find nothing. Get at Noke, Son. Once. Thinking to get at once. Okay. I was like, what word am I missing here? He's trying to get at once all the gold eggs the goose could give. So it's a story about a guy who had a goose that laid a golden eggs, and he killed the goose to get more eggs, not understanding, because he's apparently very stupid, as it turns out. That wasn't so hard to read. It's like one of those things where, well, there's like a meme or whatever, whatever you want to call it, viral thing where it's like you'd write a message and you could scramble all the letters in the word except for the first and last, and then you could read it surprisingly fluently despite the fact that they were shuffled around and everything. This does not follow the first and last letter rule. It's just completely shuffled in many of the words, but the flow of the sentence can often dictate what the next word is without you having to actually know. So there we go.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable. And the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
I'm supposed to go for... Wow, yeah, I'm like, I just almost read English. I'm supposed to go straight to Latin? I don't know Latin in real life. I took German. Oh, fuck. Admittedly, the capital letter being in the wrong position really helps. No su est ibre talma su ut non al qua apart prosit libri muti gistri nuts optimus orator est capacity veb. It's probably verbis, not yeah, it's because it's all plurum. Just I don't know. It's hard enough when it's not randomized. I did it. I did the Latin. I wonder if my character canonically has dyslexia, or if that's just them trying to simulate not being good at reading yet.